What's good, everybody? This is your Cosmic Homegirl. And no, I am not quote unquote back. Unfortunately, I'm just dropping in really quick to share some things that I have, been studying astrologically and for regular life that I wanted to just share with everybody. Very important stuff. So I hope everybody's doing well out there, especially, in this new world that we're living in. I hope it's not kicking too many people's asses too badly. But I wanted to tell you guys, I wanted to talk about some things really quickly here. Okay. Right now, we are within an eclipse cycle that is in Taurus and Scorpio, right? Now, starting in 2022, we have the nodes, the axis of the north and south nodes, which rule karma, fate, destiny, fated events. The south node can wipe things out, wipe things away. The north node can accelerate things and, make us move towards a certain direction. We can be obsessed with either area of life that the north and south nodes are in, and also the signs that they're in and what those signs rule. We could be super focused and concentrated on more than previous times and previous periods in life, right? So right now, the north and south nodes, starting with January of 2022, are back in the signs of Taurus and Scorpio. Okay. For some reason, I'm an astrologer, but I don't know all. Okay. I don't know why a lot of astrology websites and tables and charts, will only show the north node and not the south node. The south node matters too. Okay. Shit. It matters just as much as the north. So wherever the north node is, the south node is in the opposite sign, the exact same degree as a north node, but just in the opposite sign. So north node in Taurus, south node in Scorpio. So the Taurus and Scorpio axis, as you can see right here on this little generic chart, the Taurus and Scorpio axis and or the second and eighth houses, they represent very similar themes. Okay. Very similar things. They're not exactly 100% the same, but shit, like 90% it rules. They're the same thing. Okay. So, the Taurus and Scorpio axis rule money. They rule money, finances, any area, anything you could think of that has to do with money and your material world, your finances. The Taurus side of the axis and or the second house, it rules your money, what you do with your money, as far as like what you purchase, the things that you like to buy every day. We can also represent bills that you have, just your own bills. Do you have a car payment? Do you have an electricity bill? Do you have a phone bill? You know what I'm saying? Like your expenses that it takes for you to live every single day-to-day life as a human. That's ruled by Taurus. The things that you enjoy buying. Do you enjoy buying food? Do you enjoy purchasing clothes? Do you spend money on experiences of the five senses? Going to get massages, being in a beautiful environment, on a vacation, whatever. Whatever you spend your money on is ruled by Taurus. Taurus also rules being self-sufficient. Financially self-sufficient as well. You don't depend upon anybody for your resources, your income. This is all you. Okay. So you going to work, you punching a clock, or whatever efforts that you make to earn money, that is Taurus. Okay. So Taurus energy will troop along, like slowly but surely, whatever it takes to get that money and not let themselves be bothered by anybody else. Now, the opposite end is Scorpio and or the eighth house. This is credit. This is debts. This is money that's owed to you by other people. If other people owe you a debt, this is shared income, shared resources. If you live with somebody and you're a roommate or they're your roommate or whatever, you guys share the electric bill, you guys share the water bill, the utilities. You know what I'm saying? You guys share the internet bill. That's all eighth house. If you have credit cards, that's the eighth house. Your credit in general is the eighth house because it's owing money. It's borrowing money. This is any resource of money that you have that is not based on you going out and putting forth effort to bring that money in consistently. Okay. 8th house money can be sometimes you putting forth effort one time, only one time, to generate income, generate a profit, and it just returns back to you constantly. But you don't have to constantly work to get that money. For example, YouTubers, they're making that 8th house money. Okay. A lot of them have Pluto and Scorpio. The pioneers of YouTube being a money making venture mostly are people who have Pluto and Scorpio. We could talk about that another time, you know what I'm saying? But they can generate 8th house wealth easily, meaning you make a video, you put it out once, it gets hella views. It could get hella views for as long as that video is up. If it's monetized and you're monetized, you can continue to generate profit. And only that one time did you have to create that video. You see, that's 8th house money. 8th house money can also be like stocks, and you just kick back any money that you can make, quote unquote, while you sleep. You know how now, especially with Uranus and Taurus, which I'm going to get into very briefly here, there's all these people are like, I can show you how to make money in your sleep. Yeah, there's all these little ads for people that want you to join their whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, to make money while you sleep. That's 8th house stuff right there. That is you don't really have to put, you don't really have to work that hard, and you still get money. 8th house is also if you are taken care of financially by anyone. So if you are someone who sometimes 8th house is like, people who have a disability, they receive benefits from the government, like disability checks or retirement checks, or they receive child support or alimony, they receive money from a lawsuit, restitution, shit like that is 8th house money. Okay. But remember, 8th house and Scorpio, and the planet that rules Scorpio, which is Pluto, the old school ruler. Pluto rules your credit. Okay. Keep that in mind. Now, where is the planet Pluto right now? And where has he been since 2008? In the sign of Capricorn. Pluto is in Capricorn. Pluto rules your credit. Okay. Capricorn is at the very top of the zodiac wheel. Capricorn rules business, CEOs, being at the top of your game. Anybody you can think of in a suit. All right. That's Capricorn. Big wigs, Capricorn. People being in positions of power and authority, and they can look down upon all the rest of everybody. All of yous, okay? All y'alls, all right? Capricorn sits up here at the top. Capricorn could be one of the most judgmental signs of the zodiac. And if anybody wants to be offended by that, no fucks are given, because I speak the real when it comes to astrology, and it doesn't mean, oh my God, you hate Capricorns. Listen, Capricorn is my 3rd house. I'm buddy with Capricorns, all right? From my sisters by blood to my sisters and brothers, not blood. Okay? I love Capricorns. I don't like working with them or for them. But anything other than that, I love Capricorn. All right? So shut the fuck up. Okay. Capricorn is at the top, so it looks down upon everyone else. Very judgmental. What are you doing with your life? I'm up here at the top, and I worked really hard to get here. What are you doing? You need to fix your life. All right. It can be very much that. So if Pluto rules credit and it's in the sign of Capricorn, hella judgy at the top, you must be top notch in order to be able to, have access to the best. Okay. This is why right now there is such a huge focus, a newfound focus, which was awakened by Uranus being in Taurus. Uranus entered in Taurus in 2018 and went back into Aries for a bit, then back into Taurus 2019, where he's been solid since then, and will be until I believe 2026. Uranus in Taurus. Uranus rules trends. Uranus is a great awakener. He's awakening people about Taurus things, which has to do with money. Even though Uranus in Taurus has not made an exact aspect by degree, if we want to get nerdy with the numbers and shit, right? To Pluto and Capricorn, because it's still been in the early and not even quite hitting the mid degrees of Taurus yet as I'm recording this. And Capricorn has been in the late degrees, the 20 plus degrees of Cap, since Uranus really started trekking through Taurus. So it hasn't made an aspect, but it's still in the sky. It's still this earth money ruling, business ruling energy in the sky. So it's brought even more awakening and attention to money along with Pluto and Capricorn. So now the state that the world is in, it's even harder for people to get approved for things with Pluto and Capricorn, because Pluto ruling credit, Capricorn could be uppity as fuck. All right. What is your credit score? What's your credit look like? Oh, it's atrocious. Oh, there's a blemish on it. Oh my God. Pluto and Cap. Okay. Now listen. Pluto elevates, it gives power to, but it can also destroy. Okay. So, and it can purge. What I think, I'm going to get into more but I'm kind of freestyling this, you guys. I have a growing passion for this area of astrology, even more so than before. For personal reasons and observing, and I've worked in finance off and on for years. Okay, so I'm observing a lot of the changes and the patterns within the finance world, different areas of the finance world, since we've had Pluto and Capricorn and Uranus and Taurus, and now the Taurus Scorpio axis lit up by the nodes are bringing even more of a focus. And you guys know me, I'm a Taurus and a Scorpio. Like hella Taurus and Scorpio, both. So I'm like, aha, little light bulb has gone off, even brighter than usual. But my point is, it's now becoming even more important to know about, to have financial literacy. Let's just say that. To have financial literacy, okay? Because let me tell you something. I'm sure wherever you guys live, especially if you're in the US, you've seen inflation start to really increase in the last couple years with Uranus and Taurus. Now with the nodal axis switching, it's even more inflation. And then there's Pluto and Capricorn. And then we also have Saturn and Aquarius. Saturn rules Capricorn. Aquarius rules the masses, the people. You know what I'm saying? So there's Saturn is strict. So there's been this strict energy being placed upon the masses, upon people, and their rights as humans for things. And, just a lot of that, right? There's so much I can get into, you guys, but I'm trying to make this quick because I got some Taurus Scorpio shit to handle myself, okay, that I need to hop back into, but I really want to just deliver this message. All right. Financial literacy is becoming even more important with the nodal axis highlighted. You know that right now, wherever you live, I'm going to jump back a little bit. Forgive my third house transits, squirrel. But wherever you live right now, especially in the US, you know that rent has gone up. If you're a renter, rent has gone up. A lot of people got notices last year in 2021 from their apartment complexes, from the houses that, their landlords or whatever. Hey, guess what? Rent is going up in 30 days. Either pay it or get out. Or when you renew your lease, guess what? Rent is going up. I'd say the average that I've been hearing is $300 everywhere. $300. Your rent is being raised. So get with it or get out. Sorry. Yeah. So not only has that been happening, but now you can't even get a roof over your head if you don't have a certain credit score. And I know that credit was taken into account somewhat, previously before these transits were really popping. But it wasn't as prominent or as strict or as important as it is now, more than ever. You can't get a roof over your head if you're here. And if you're here, you can, but it might be shitty. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of places that are, if you want to live somewhere safe and really nice, you've got to be here and up. Yeah. Even places that are shitholes are requiring certain credit scores. You must have a minimum of blah, blah, blah credit score. I've been a renter for years and I'm no expert on real estate. Hopefully one day, wink, wink. That's another thing everybody needs to start becoming more keen with is real estate. Maybe not becoming agents or anything like that, but let these transits of the planets in money and business signs motivate you to at least know the surface, at least know enough about the real estate market, the housing market, the renters market. It's fucking insane, you guys. Seriously, it's insane. So basically, you need to have a certain credit score now in order to not be this. Do you guys remember In Living Color? I'm sure a lot of my viewers do. Some of you guys may be a little too young. Maybe it came out when you were a baby or something like that, but it's a funny ass show. It's on YouTube. Go look it up. Okay, it's classic. In Living Color. Do you remember? You guys remember Anton? Yeah. So basically, nobody cares if you make good income anymore. You could be denied housing, amongst other things. The vehicle market is crazy. So many things are so crazy right now. You can't qualify for shit as easily as you used to be able to. People used to be like, oh, okay, well, oh, look at your income. Yeah, you make this. All right, yeah. Oh, yeah, credit. Now it's like credit is everything. It's everything. So, my bad. That's my business line popping. So I need to cut this. I need to hurry up and get this message out. But yeah, basically financial literacy is even more important right now, you guys, with the nodes, and now the eclipses are switching into Taurus and Scorpio. Shit, I forgot to put up my eclipse calendar. But Google Susan Miller eclipses. Maybe I could just do that right now. Mira. Susan Miller eclipses. Bam. Eclipse this. Take a look at this shit. Okay? And you can see, this is where I see the cycles and patterns. All right? 1994, we had eclipses in Taurus, Scorpio, Taurus. So if you're old enough to remember 1994, get out of here. Go away. Oh my God. Anyway, and if you were doing any type of adulting, let us know if there was some financial tings popping. I was not adulting at all in 1994. So if you were, let us know. Now, let's see. In the when was the last time we had the eclipses pop and where they are now? 2002. Okay, so last year was in 2021. It was a repeat, very close repeat to 2002 with the eclipses. Okay, 28 degrees. That's pretty close. All right. Now, 2003, and then 2003. We're kind of seeing a slight repeat of that in 2022. Kind of, sorta. Okay. Let's skip ahead to 2022. Look at the eclipses. Taurus, Scorpio, Taurus, Scorpio, Scorpio, Taurus. Okay, and then in 2023, they start easing into Libra and Aries, but still Scorpio, Taurus. 2022 and 2023 are crazy financially. Okay, and then check this out. So 2023, Pluto's in Capricorn. Look at this. 27, 28, 29 dips into Aquarius very quickly. March of 2023. Okay, dips in there, 0 degrees, then goes retro and dips out. And then bam, June 2023, back into Capricorn. So there's like 5 to 6 months. What is it? No, March to June. That's like 3 months, close to 3 months that we have Pluto in Aquarius. Then goes back into Capricorn. Basically, I'm going to say this. Pluto destroys. Pluto can give power, but it can also destroy and take power down. Pluto in Capricorn right now at the later degrees is really making this whole thing with like your credit being super important and super stressed, and companies not approving you for anything. If like it's credit has always been there. I don't want to sound like a dumbass and like credit is a new phenomenon. No, like I told you guys, I've worked in finance off and on for years, okay? But there's a pattern and a trend right now because of the transits to where it's shifting, it's changing, it's becoming more important in certain areas of life for you to have financial literacy and for you to have good credit, okay? So it's very important, but check this shit out. I really do think when Pluto goes into Aquarius that there's going to be more power to the people instead of power. And that's not like any type of like militant group thing or any of that shit. Power. Aquarius rules the masses. People in general. I don't give a fuck what you look like, what color, where you're from, where your family. I don't give a fuck. Aquarius doesn't give a fuck either. So Pluto being an Aquarius, it's just people. If you're a human, Aquarius rules humanity, humanitarianism. If you're a human, you count yourself as one, you were born as a human. That's Aquarius shit. Pluto in Aquarius is going to give more power to people. Okay? And Pluto in Capricorn, dipping in and out of Capricorn and Aquarius in 2023 especially, people are going to try to do what they can to take their power back and not have the government and, big wigs who look down at their noses at them, Capricorn shit, have so much power and control when it comes to what they can do, where they can go, what they could purchase. When it comes to their credit, Aquarius is freedom. Capricorn is restriction. So there's a lot of restrictions being placed upon things based on your credit score, your credit history, your this history, that history. Let me see your bank statements. How are you spending your money? Are you responsible? That's Capricorn. And I'm not saying that, I'm not talking shit like this is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Especially me being an earth sign. You think I think this is a bad thing? It's a terrible thing? Not completely. I'm just saying, giving the warning that look, Jupiter is also going to be in Taurus in 2023. Okay, so we're going to have a lot of Earth in the sky, the nodes in Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus, Pluto in Cap, and then in Aquarius, Uranus in Taurus, the north and south nodes, Taurus and Scorpio, eclipses, Taurus and Scorpio. 2022 and 2023 are crazy for anything financial. You need to get your shit in order. You need to understand that inflation is real. It's happening. Okay. We've already seen that. I'm not saying I'm the best astrologer in the world predicting the future, and the future's already fucking happening. Okay. But I'm saying, like, listen, it's important. Financial literacy is important. Your credit is important. How motherfuckers are looking down at their noses at you financially, in order for you to just even have a vehicle, have a roof over your head, have who knows what else? Who knows what else is coming? While Pluto is finishing up his run in Capricorn. I feel like I said, with Pluto coming into Aquarius later on, that's going to start to be broken down. Like, I can get really deep with this, you guys, but like I said, I got a jet. But even banking, like the way that we know money, you know, all of that is changing so much. It's already apparent, but just know that coming up in the next year, it's going to get even, we're going to be beginning a whole new world when it comes to money and finances and, you know, housing and this and that. I believe Pluto in Aquarius can bring better times, a little bit more easier times for people who struggle. You know what I'm saying? Struggle with this stuff, but the next year or so, man, come on now, dog. Come on, man. My Boosie voice. Come on, man. You know, if you haven't already like done a deep dive into you know, at least the basics of real estate, you know, purchasing homes, buying homes, renters' rights, your right as a renter. None of these signs rule housing per se. Cancer is more like your home and housing and stuff. But the financial part of housing is there's much more like restrictions and crazy shit and off and on, you know, with these planets being in financial signs. And you need to know your renter's rights. You need to know what your fucking credit looks like. You need to keep track of like your finances. You need to really know just I don't know. Like you need to at least know the basics. All right. Everybody does. I would encourage people to also dive into, cryptocurrency. What is cryptocurrency? And have your electronic payment methods, you know, like Venmo, Cash App, Zelle. All, if you don't already have those payment methods, because this is going a little bit further than I wanted to, but like I said, I have a third house stellium popping, so I want to talk, right? Just whatever comes to mind. Electronic currency, we're going to start to see more shifts towards that within the next year. Like a lot of places are already straying away. Like, we are cashless. The Rona started that. Saturn and Aquarius started that, along with Pluto and Capricorn and Uranus and Taurus, destroying and bringing about some new technological things with money, ways to methods of payment. Yeah, we're definitely, that's not going away, y'all. Like, this is the new normal. Learn about electronic payments. Have your electronic payment methods set up. Learn more about taxes. Learn more about just any basic human financial things. Don't be financially illiterate with any of it. Credit, taxes, insurance, your housing, whether you rent or own or whatever, your rights as a renter, your rights as a landlord, you know, what the criteria is now with housing and, you know, purchasing vehicles. The market is nuts, you guys. The vehicle production, like, oh my God, there's just so much I can say. But basically, just to wrap it up, financial literacy is key over the next 2 years. And you need to have alternatives to cash, alternatives to regular banking, and alternatives to your paycheck, alternatives to punching a clock as far as making your money. Okay, alternatives. The sign, or the planet Uranus, rules alternatives, and it's in the sign of money. Okay, so you need to have your backups. And even though it's cringy to think about how motherfuckers are judging you, like financially, with Pluto in the last powerful degrees of Capricorn in the next couple years, it's going to be crucial for you to keep up with it in order to just have a roof over your head. If you want to finance a vehicle, it's crucial for that too. It's been crucial, but still. Financial literacy is key. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So let 2022 be that year that you at least begin to learn about all that shit. If you drive, if you live, if you breathe, if you eat, if you need shelter, learn about any financial things that you can and follow the trends and the changes. Okay? All right. So I'll dive more into this at a later date. This is a little random, but Mercury squaring Uranus right now. That equals randomness with talking. And this is something I'm very passionate about at the moment because I'm observing a lot, experiencing a lot, hearing a lot. And my Taurus heart is like snatched and appalled at a lot of the financial situations that people are going through right now. So astrology and finance, they go hand in hand, you guys. It's not just about, well, now we have crypto because Uranus is in Taurus. Fuck that. It's not just about that. How are you living your everyday life and being able to survive while Pluto's in Capricorn, Uranus is in Taurus, the nodes are in Taurus and Scorpio now. The eclipses are going to be hitting that axis too. And then later on in this decade, we're going to have Chiron in Taurus. What you going to do? What you going to do with your everyday life? Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Thank you guys for listening to my rambles. Hope you guys are doing well. I don't know when I'm going to come out with another video. It may be random, but I hope to be back consistently soon. Just need to, like I keep telling you guys, work on my 4th house. Saturn is there fucking it up. But at least I have astrology to let me know the why, the when, the how, and, help to navigate it a little better. So I hope I can help you guys do the same, even if it's just popping up randomly. All right. Take care of yourselves. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.